This is my second video. It's about how I clean up a stem that has a little bit of teeth chatter. If I can focus this, you can see a little bit on this stem. Maybe that. So I need to do a little more than just micro mesh pads. So what I do, I'm going to talk very fast and work as fast as I can here because I don't know how to pause this little iPhone yet. I couldn't figure it out. I tried, but I couldn't find any way to pause it, so I'm going to work as fast as I can here. Okay, here we go. First, I take a wet dry sandpaper, 220, and I'm going to fold it over so I can have a little more thickness and hold on to it better. And I'm going to just sand close to the bit here where it really needs it. Alright, that's enough of that. Wipe it off. Now I put some pretty deep scratches in there. But instead of working my way up with the wet dry sandpaper, I found a quicker way is to use these 3M product sandpaper pads. They say it starts at 100 and then 150 and 220 and 330, but they put smaller scratches than the 220 wet dry sandpaper, so I go to this. I like these pads because it gives you a little more to hold on to. So let's follow this. I'll start with the 100. Doesn't need much of this. That's enough of that. And then the 120. And the 220. And finally the 320. That should do it. Now I'm going to switch to micro mesh sticks. I talked about this in my other video. You could use micro mesh pads just as well, but since it's a small area, I just like using these sticks, and I start with the 1500 and work my way up as quickly as I can here. I'm not usually in this big of a hurry, but for the video, actually it works better if it's wet. I'm going to wet it in a little water there because the sticks don't load up with material when they're wet. So I'm going to wet these real quick. Now the 240, 2,400, and then 3,200. And then the 3,600. Don't need to spend much time, just a few seconds on each grit. 4,000. 6,000. 8,000. These last four grits don't really need to be wet. They don't pick up very much anyway. So, and now the 12,000. Let's see if I got those scratches out of there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't see any scratches or tooth chatter. And then the last thing I do is put some obsidian oil on here just to give it a little shine, and also to prevent oxidation if I'm going to store this for a while, which I do. So now it's really nice and shiny. And oh, wait, this side is what I did. Okay, here we go. There it is. Okay, that's all, folks.